clarify something. If you notice the agenda, my name is wrong. Okay? This is my name, Jacklyn. So I just want to make sure, don't pronounce it wrong. So, good evening, Toastmaster.
Good evening.
I'm Jacklyn.
Hi, Jacklyn.
So, today, again, I'm going to talk about sentimental issue, forgiveness. Okay, so when we look into our society, we can always notice that the mindset of our culture gives us too much permission to cling on to our resentment, broken relationship, and unresolved conflict. So what does it mean? A very nice example is tit for tat. Action done intentionally in order to punish other people because they have done something unpleasant to you. In short, when people hit us, we should slap them back. We always use this method because we think that it feels right. However, is this really what we want? So, I'd like you to think about this question. What is your initial thought and reaction to the concept of forgiveness? Forgiving someone might be a very difficult thing to you, or maybe it's a simple matter. But it's a struggle for me in the past. So, I once felt unwilling towards the whole idea of forgiveness. When I was 6 or 7, my parents got divorced, and I stayed with my mother. During that time, I actually don't have any urge to contact my father. And even if I call him, it's just because my mom wanted me to remind him that he needs to send money. And that made me feel like I was an ATM to them, which made me feel very uncomfortable. However, I didn't let this incident to impact my life. I keep going, stay strong and independent. However, the brighter the light, the darker the shadow. The more I fake, the more I feel exhausted. It's just this one day I realized that I actually didn't forgive anyone at all, including my father who abandoned us, my mother who gave up her dream life and blamed it on me. I felt very frustrated about it, and I don't think I deserve all this hurt. And I want them to fix this. I'm not that generous. But you know what's worse? I blame myself the most. But during the day I realized that I didn't forgive anyone, I also realized that my own selfishness. I realized my terrible attitude towards my friends, my family, and any other thing that served me well. And also, the reason I feel so sophisticated is because I forget that even though I have all these negative thoughts with them and I'm making many mistakes, all of this doesn't mean that I'm a terrible person. I'm just lost at the time and I can always learn again. So I know that I must not keep blaming myself again. And I think that the most important core of forgiveness is to forgive yourself. It's normal to make mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes. And the point is, if you are willing to stand up again and face the problem. And it's also very normal to have negative thought to anyone, even to your closest one, your dearest one. It's normal. Just whether you want to face this emotion, how do you want to face this emotion, and how do you want everything end. So I think this is a chance and experience for me to learn to be a better person, learning how to face all the problems and how I want to react to it, the incidents and my emotion. And I also realized that we always want the other person to give us peace and resolution to the conflict. But other people can rarely give us peace, even when they fix their problem. For example, a very small matter. Sorry I'm late. Well, your sorry not going to bring back my lost time. So, what I mean is, of course it's nice if you apologize or something, but getting back what was taken from us or getting an apology from someone isn't really going to help us, right? Deep from our heart. And whether you apologize or not is actually their problem, as apologizing shows a person's personality and their characters. Of course, it's nice if they apologize or say, I'm sorry, but what if they don't? Are you going to keep holding on to it until they admit that they're wrong? Forgiveness doesn't mean the resistance of others. It's your choice. And let me clarify one thing. Forgiveness doesn't mean that what they did are correct. And it doesn't mean that you deserve all the hurt. And now I would like to share my favorite drama, My Method Diary. And this character here, her brother Lee impact her a lot till she received some mental issue and keep hurting herself. And she said that I wouldn't do that if I was someone's parent. So why do I have to win up some praise for a dad who doesn't even want to see his own kid? And next, I'm going to show you my favorite sentences. Your dad did whatever your dad did, not because of anything you did, and not because of anything you are. So you can spend the rest of your life being afraid of people rejecting you, and you have to start by not rejecting yourself. So these sentences conclude my two main focus today. 1, forgive yourself before you try to forgive anyone. 2, forgiveness doesn't mean the participation of others. And I don't know whether you believe or not, but we receive everything we think we deserve, good or bad. And when I said I want to forgive, it's because I want to do it for myself. And that is my definition of forgiveness. Thank you for listening.